comes to sensuality, food should be simple. I think lobsters are sexy. I think oysters are sexy. All chefs who cook well, at whatever level, love food. I always look for the romance in a chef. And there's your lobster with sauce vierge.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Most people go to restaurants to have a nice romantic date. Take their girl out, take their boy out.
We showed up at Margot's kitchen not knowing what to expect. And then we saw there was a bunch of kind of like aphrodisiac, romantic themed ingredients. And we were like, what's going on in here?
Cheers, everybody. Go on, don't be shy. Your mother wasn't. So the lobster today is very simple. The sauce is made of olive oil, a little lemon juice, a bit of coriander, tomatoes, olives, and just a sprinkling of young herbs. Very simple, but very visual, very beautiful.
That is so good.
All right. The cilantro with it is delicious.
Wow. I really wanted to taste Marco's dish, and it was extraordinary. I couldn't stop eating it.
Food can be sexy. Scallops, oysters, caviar. It's all aphrodisiacs.
Marco's very sexy. When he said this is about sex, I went, woo! The light bulb kind of went on. I went, that's my specialty.
Lobster's sexy. Would you agree?
Definitely.
You can suck the claws. The conch. What the conch is?
No.
Native Viagra.
Yeah, really? Wow.
I had no clue.
You've got lots of sexy ingredients. You have oysters, scallops, tuna, caviar, lobsters, and exotic herbs and spices. For the next challenge, what I want you to do is cook me an entree and a dessert, which you would want to feed me if you were having a romantic dinner with me. Okay, 2 members of the red team left, 3 of the black. So I don't know which member wants to sit it out. Maybe Dean, because he slashed his finger.
We'll handle it. We'll handle it.
Okay, done.
I think that's good, just to rest your hand.
I wasn't too happy with the decision of me sitting down for the Great White Challenge. I'd much rather would have been out there doing my thing.
Okay, 1 hour, go.
All right.
Mango. These strawberries. Do some of these. And get some oysters.
It was definitely a bummer when I realized I had to work solely with Angie.
Do your scallops. Let's make a nice little salad, too.
So salad on the side.
No, we're going to cook all this shit and put it on top of a bed of this.
Like a warm salad?
Yes.
And she wanted to make like this stuffing with scallops and chop it up with like all kinds of other stuff. And she always just like grabs ingredients, has no plan, and then kind of put it all together.
Why can't we just make a nice soup with all this stuff in it?
I don't think a soup is sexy though.
Oh, well, you would know. I'm out of touch.
You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking about splitting a lobster, taking it out of the shell and serving it over the microgreens with the caviar on top. You'll see urgent butter.
That sounds good. Whatever you like. Lisa and I kind of looked around, and she saw things that she wanted to make as the entree.
How do you feel about grilled pineapple?
Fine.
And then I saw things I wanted to make for dessert. We knew that we had to win. We needed to like bring home something to our friend of the house peeps, and we just had to win.
Will you grab me one, Lisa?
Got that we're done with.
How are you doing your... I'm grilling this. I'm gonna put the whipped cream over it, and then I have an apricot raspberry jam I was gonna drizzle. Should I add a little balsamic to there? Would that be good?
Balsamic? Lee, you taste everything together before you add it. I had to take control of the challenge because I don't think Kelsey understood any of it. She needs a lot of help. She's had 2 months of school. 2 months. It's nothing.
"30 minutes, what's this you're making?"
You said you liked rice pudding, so I'm gonna make you arborio rice pudding.
Than and I both made the entree, and Than made the dessert. That was a big mistake because Than wanted to make a rice pudding. We have 1 hour. How the hell do you make a rice pudding in 1 hour?
It'll be done, Angie.
Okay.
It'll be fucking
Just
done.
better be.
Little over whipped.
A little over whipped.
Is that how you whip it in America?
That's how I whip it. How do you whip it?
Did it scream as you did it?
No.
Oh, but it's not whipped.
That looks like shit. Looks like total shit.
Crazy.
Yeah, I just really bothered me that I couldn't give them any direction, that I couldn't jump in there and do something.
10 minutes, everybody.
Angie worked on the entree, and it really started to look bad.
Just hope it tastes good.
It looks like Marco ate the meal and then vomited it back up on the plate. Is pretty much how it looked.
I think it looks beautiful. Beautiful.
3, 2, 1. Let's bring in the front of the house then. I've invited the front of house in for today's judging because I have a surprise for the winning team that they can all enjoy. Come on, come in.
We kind of were just thrown in just right in the middle of everything. So I really had no idea like what was going on, what the competition was. I just knew that everyone was rushing around with like their heads chopped off. And I saw all these great ingredients they had, and I looked at our dish, and I looked at their dish, and I was just kind of like, what are you guys doing?
Dan, Angie,
Yes.
tell me what you've cooked for me.
We did an array of things. We did.
Is that what you'd call it?
Yep. There's lobster, there's oysters, there's albacore, what is it? Scallops.
There's scallops.
Scallops, avocado, asparagus. I would call it a grilled lobster medley. That's right.
You're funny. Should we taste it?
Yes, we should. Here's some.
Do you think that's going to save it?
No.
Dan and Angie, there was no strategy in what they were doing. What they created was a mess. Would I fall in love with you?
Yep. I think you would.
Not for your cooking, trust me, not for your cooking. Now, tell me about this. Cinnamon?
It's a rice pudding with lemon zest, glazed white grapes, and cinnamon, yes.
Marco had mentioned he really likes rice pudding, so it's something that he enjoys. So I figured that that might, play to him a little bit.
If a girl made that for me, I'd have thrown it at her. Cool.
I actually don't see anything about rice pudding that's sexy. That's something that like grandma would bring out and feed the grandkids.
The food combining, I think, is very important for a romantic meal. And I made a lobster salad with micro herbs and a sea urchin butter sauce with caviar on top.
Lisa cooked lobster, but didn't serve it in the shell. And the whole challenge is about showing something off for what it is, allowing Mother Nature to be the artist. I don't know what the caviar does for it.
Why do you get sexy?
Would you want to kiss someone? Was there a mouthful of that?
Yes.
Oh, I want to meet him. Now, this is interesting.
Wow, it's been melted.
Did I ask you to say anything? I just said it looks interesting.
Right before I tried my dish, I was thinking, like it. Like, please, I have to win this one.
What'd you call it?
Just grilled pineapple with cream and berries.
I think you've done a good dish here.
Yay, good job, Chef.
Okay, before I announce the winner, would you like to know what the prize is?
Yes.
Yes.
The Astor Center is one of New York's finest wine stores. You're going to have a wine tasting with one of the finest sommeliers in New York. And then he will sit down and consult with you about the wines that you're going to have for your dinner service today. Now, do you want me to tell you who won?
Yes.
I think the red team have won. Well done.
Can I kiss you right now?
I never kiss on the first date.
Our chefs pulled through. Our team really needed a win. We needed, to get our confidence back.
One more thing. Tomorrow night will be filled with lots of couples on blind dates.
Yay. I love that.
Make it romantic. Make it simple. Enjoy your wine tasting. Don't get too drunk.
No.
I don't want you two falling in love again.
No.
My name's Andy Fisher. I'm with Astor Center and Astor Wines and Spirits.
We won a wine tasting. I'm not gonna lie, if I could drink wine and eat food with Marco Pierre White for the rest of my life, I would be set.
Now what I'd like you to do is to stick your finger in the butter, taste the butter, and then taste the wine. And let's see how we feel about oaked white wines and butter.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, pretty great, huh?
You tasted it with butter, and it just changed the whole flavor. And I was creating the menu as I was tasting these wines.
Well, I think that what we ought to do is go choose some wines for your dinner.
I think we're ready.
Okay, let's go.
I'm just gonna finish this.
Wow.
After we left Marco's kitchen, we came back into the restaurant, and there were pink cans with a note from Marco on top of it.
Your customers deserve a better paint job. Not feeling it.
Are you serious?
That's cold.
I think we knew that we needed to paint it. It was just, finding the time to get it done. So we were back to painting again.
Boy.
Trying to put it on thick.
So you don't have to do it again.
Are we all in agreement?
Yeah.
We've got the raw oysters. We've got the seared scallops. Are we doing the salmon in New York strip?
We'll do New York strip, yeah.
Dessert, keep it simple.
Serve the cheesecake with the fruit and then do the sorbet.
That sounds
fine.
great.
That's it.
That's what you want to do?
Cheesecake is sexy. Okay, listen, let's talk about this. Who's gonna run the show tomorrow? Who wants it?
I'll take head chef, but I think, do you want head chef? I would be glad to do head chef.
Would you now?
Yeah.
The question came up, who wants to be the head chef? Well, I got a strategy. You can do it.
All right, I'll be head chef.
Good.
Bingo.
Okay.
This is a competition for me. So if you're gonna stand up after your mistakes and say you wanna be head chef again, hey, you got it.
So welcome to Astor Wines and Spirits.
Hi, everybody. Hello, Astor.
This is from Emilio Romano in Italy. It's a sparkling wine, and I think sparkling wines with soups go great, gives it some zest.
After tasting 6 or 7 different types of wine, we went into the wine shop and we got to select wines to go with the food.
I really hope you'll win. Because, we're now a team, right?
Totally.
Thanks for the visit,
Ladies.
Thank you so much.
Real pleasure.
This particular reward is going to help us enormously in the uniqueness that the black team won't have. I want to win. Kelsey and I definitely, we need to win.
So how come you guys carry the little ones and I carry this big
Because you're a man.
Hello? Hey, what's going on?
Not much.
Not much? I'm missing my children, and I just gave them a call, and just hearing their voices, it's hard.
Salud.
Yes!
How's baseball going?
Going good.
Yeah?
I got 3 hits against Lonnie's.
You got 3 hits? They're going through baseball and stuff, and I'm a total baseball mom, and I can't be there to see them. Taking care of your brother for me?
Yep.
All right. I'll call you when I get a chance.
Goodbye.
I love you.
You too. Best mom in the world.
No, you're the best, one of the best sons in the world. Okay?
Yep.
All right, honey, I love you. It's like, am I the best mom in the world? I'm not there with them, but I know that I'm here for the right reasons. Dean and I came here to win. We came here for our dream, for our restaurant, for our family. We're gonna win this whole thing.
As we give them their menu, every woman gets a red rose. We got these. Our restaurant tonight will be filled with couples on blind dates. I know I personally was really looking forward to having a bunch of people in here. Everyone's gonna be very romantic.
It looks great in here.
Okay, good. Hello!
Hey, what's up, hon?
He's got the lobster in the New York strip, and I have the Cornish hen, and you have the wild salmon.
Today's service, this is really, truly special. We decided to go with food that is interactive between a couple. We were doing raw oysters, which, it's an aphrodisiac. It's nice to get things going. A ceviche with scallops and abalone, a beef tenderloin carpaccio, and then we were doing a wild green salad with edible flowers in it. For the entrees, we decided to do a Cornish hen, a wild salmon dish, a New York strip dish, and the lobster dish with a pineapple cream sauce.
I'm gonna go get the kitchen needs a bunch of things, so I'm gonna go take care limes and lemons, that kind of stuff.
Oh, well, the table, if you can, check and see if you
Check on the
can
price.
find a
And we're
table.
just looking at one table, right?
See how much they cost.
Really, right now, there's no organization in the front of the house, and we're trying to delegate, as well as we can. We're here as a team. We're here to help each other out, and we're not going to win if we can't work together in the front of the house.
Hi.
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 I'm Kelsey.
Natasha.
Nice to meet you.
Natasha? Natasha, yes. Lisa. Lisa, nice to meet you too. Marco realized that 4 people running a restaurant was a little gnarly, so he sent over some help, which is great. You're going to be doing the lobster entree, okay? Tuna, and the desserts.
Okay.
The menu this evening, we're doing a light cream of asparagus soup, a ahi tuna tartare with caviar and miso vinaigrette, warm lobster salad over microgreens with filet mignon, with caramelized onions, shallots, and garlic, seared salmon with an orzo with sun-dried tomatoes and zucchini, and seared sea scallops over light cream spinach. The night was all about romance, and I think romantic dishes aren't heavy. I think you can pick them up with your hands and feed your partner. It's light so that if you want to, afterwards, you're not going to be too weighted down. Getting these people to fall in love, that was the goal.
I got your shake.
Was that mint?
Yeah, I don't know.
Why, we have a bunch of mint.
I bought tons of mint yesterday.
Yeah, but you told me to get mint.
Mints, not mint, mints.
It's late in the day, and I went out to pick up some random stuff we needed, got the food, and came back.
We need the table. Zan, we need the table. That's why I gave you all the money, because we needed the table.
What, you told me to check on tables. You didn't tell me to buy a table.
But you were out,
Okay.
you checked out the tables, it was $100. Make an executive decision, Zan.
You told me to
It doesn't
check
matter. Well,
on
fine.
the table.
At this moment,
Buying a
whatever
table
time it
and
is,
checking on
well,
a
right
table
now I'm
are
telling
two
you, can you
different
buy a
things.
table? Can you go out and buy the damn table?
Don't worry about it. Let's just get done.
For $100?
When I looked over and I saw Sam and Zan going at each other, I couldn't believe it. I was like, you kidding me, right?
No, don't give me like a vague description of what you
I'm
want
sorry,
me to
I didn't
do.
know I had to hold your hand for every fucking thing. I'm really sick of it.
Listen. First of all,
First of
number
all, what?
one, don't you fucking dare tell me you're holding my goddamn hand the whole time when I'm back there painting this whole fucking restaurant, and you're sitting up here just ironing goddamn tablecloths all fucking day.
Dan is delusional. I'm completely pissed because he's an asshole, and I've been holding my tongue, but now it's a situation where he and I have now gotten into an argument, and he thinks that I'm wrong, but he's delusional.
Guys, we gotta win tonight. We need to be a team. If it gets too crazy, fuck it.
It's not gonna get crazy,
I
because
know.
we're not gonna, and whatever you do, don't run around like a crazy man. Because you run around like a crazy man, just
When you're cranking behind that line,
whatever.
Angie had been talking about how she wants to be on the line. So I gave her the chance. We'll see what happens.
You talk the shit if you want. You don't have to be running around the line like that.
yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, okay.
That's what the line's about. We'll see, Angie. We'll see you tonight.
Do not hesitate to call me over.
You are such a shit starter, I swear to God.
What time is it? 6? Wow.
Want me to hold it up? How's that? Do you want it higher or lower?
I think that's good. Tonight we're serving 26 couples on 26 blind dates. How will we pull it off? It really rests on, how quickly we can do things. I remember when I was young and in love, I would go into a restaurant at 6 o'clock and I'd leave that restaurant at 2 o'clock. So if there are people that really, truly fall in love at the table, there's no way in the world we can pull it off.
When it comes to dining in restaurants, it's about the show, not just the food. Restaurants should be illusions. We step in them, we fall in love, we step out of them. They should leave us wanting more. And that's what love is all about.
May I have your name, please?
Dolores.
Let's see. Dolores.
Front of the house, big problem that started right off the bat was when people started coming in.
Okay, right this way, Peter.
We had thought that they were going to be coming in as couples. That wasn't the way that they came in.
Hello. Welcome to Crimson.
It was a bunch of singles. They were blind dates, but we thought they were going to come in together. As it turned out, it was like one, at each table. So it was very confusing. So may I offer you anything while you're sitting here?
What do you have?
This evening's critic is Katie McLaughlin from the Wall Street Journal, not known by the contestants, so they won't recognize her.
We've got a sparkling.
I'll have a sparkling one, yeah.
The moment I walked into Crimson, there was just a very tense feeling. My server, he just seemed to be saying the minimum so he could get through his paces and get to the next table. And so that added to the tension. And I felt tension too, although I was actually about to dine with my husband. We were trying to pretend like we were on a blind date too.
Good evening, I'm Marco. Marco, so tell me, are you falling in love? This is without doubt the most difficult challenge because every couple is a blind date. The front of house, the first thing they have to do is make them feel settled, break the ice. She's not too bad, is she? You are not complaining you did not pull the short straw. I hope you run off and get married.
Guys, I'm starting to come in with orders, okay?
Here we go, orders in.
Salmon, so you can try some.
It was great watching the whole mess of blind dates. I love awkward situations. I thought we'd have a lot of fun with it.
How long you need on yours?
About a minute and a half.
Okay.
What did you get? Oh, you got the lobster?
The lobster with a sea urchin sauce. Did you order dessert?
The pineapple.
You ordered pineapple, okay.
Sounded really good.
Do you mind if we share?
No.
Oh, good.
And you've decided on dinner. These people tell me they're in a big hurry to get out of here.
Okay. Ordering in 2 more salmon. I got 4 salmon ordering in all day, and then we have a lobster ordering in. Wait till it's really hot, honey. It'll sear it better. I'm not putting Kelsey down. She's just very, very young. But she needs to get her ass into a kitchen. I mean, that's where you learn. You see what's around. Start that one over again, honestly. If we face elimination, the cause, unfortunately, would be Kelsey.
You have a lobster and 2 New York medium well. You have 6 steaks all day.
Angie, just leave my shit. Just leave my shit, please. Thank you.
When we first started, I started to help him do his steaks, just to help him. And he told me not to touch his steaks, so I didn't touch his steaks.
You got 17 also, yeah?
What do you need? You want more lobster?
Good evening. It's very messy. Is it part of the design?
I'll clean the plate. I always feel intimidated when Marco's in the kitchen with me. I mean, he always knows how to do something better.
Now, I'd like a lesson in how to cook salmon.
Okay, I'm gonna do it right now. Okay, Marco, I'm dropping it in. Service side down. Everything I'm doing, I'm thinking, like, how would Marco do this? How should I be doing this? Is this right?
Don't overcook your salmon. Don't be scared of the stove. Use your brain. Kelsey, she's on another planet. She doesn't know what she's doing. Mercy will not save you, trust me.
Okay.
Your job is to feed people, my job is to sack people. Like all young cooks, they try too hard. They can't help themselves.
Should we try it together? I don't like that.
The black team, they need a bit of splash of life. Spruce up the room. They needed roses. You'd think they never had a date. Salmon's overcooked. See by looking at it, you know what I'm saying? You should cook it to order.
Let's pull this one off. Cook them right to order.
When Marco came into the kitchen, Dean left his station to come behind the line because the salmon was his baby and he felt protective over it.
Is this the Cornish chicken?
It is, Chef.
That's overcooked. That's overcooked. Dan allows Angie to cook her salmon and chickens before 7 o'clock. The breast is like eating a guinea pig. It squeaks every time you chew it. What's that tray of salmon you're hiding down there from me? You can't use that, Chef. Look.
No, we're not.
It's drying in the oven.
This is done.
Marco had looked at me and said, you can't let this go out, and no, I can't let that go out. But you need to trust in your line cooks, and Angie on the line does not work.
Do you recommend anything? The lobster is really delicious, and as well as the fillet. Okay, fire in the hole. Here's all my orders for all my tables, so just
space them out. Okay.
Here you go.
Vanessa brought in all of her tickets at once, and I was thinking, what was she doing? No restaurant on earth have I ever seen that. Never. Well,
Are you firing that now?
I remember
Everything
I
is
came in.
fired.
Yeah.
All of it. Just make everything.
Fine.
Just make everything.
How many more you got on the board?
We have a lot.
During dinner service, Marco came in and we pretty much had to toss everything out and pick up from where we had left
I
off.
thought you just put those salmons up.
No, I did not.
Well, then give me some salmon. Just keep making me fucking salmons.
I made the mistake of trusting in Angie. She was working the line and we got into the weeds.
Just chill, okay? I got
It's fucking burned. You're gonna put a burned piece of lemon?
plated it, god damn it!
I had cooked the salmon to order, and the lemon had a little burnt part. But before I could even really get it on the plate, Than started screaming at me.
Don't even
shit! Oh, fuck you!
Hey,
okay?
guys, stop fighting with each other, seriously, okay?
Oh, shut the fuck up and get out, all right?
I have one medium rare, one well. Is that right?
yes. It's pretty rare, honey.
You want it more?
Kelsey, she's never worked in a kitchen. She's a private chef. I know she's trying, but she's ill-equipped. She just wasn't fast enough, man, and she didn't know her temperatures. It's just too rare.
Sorry, I don't know why I'm not getting that right. Like my food.
What I need to know, Zan, I need to know which of these tickets are fired back here. All right.
Send them all. Instant fire, instant fire. They're all fired.
The food was taking forever to come out. Sherry and I are trying to work as fast as we can. Guys doing okay?
We're having issues with this restaurant.
You're having some issues?
The food is like, what?
Well, I'm sorry you didn't enjoy it. If we don't do well, there's a very good chance that we'll be going home.
I'm sorry you didn't get paired off with a young, gorgeous hunk, but they had to pair me off with somebody. Am I sweating like this? Yeah. Embarrassing sweating?
Yeah.
You eat it, I'll eat it.
Okay, on the count of 3.
Cheers on the planet, all right?
All right, 1, 2, 3.
It's delicious.
Just like Fear Factor.
Lobster for the lady.
Thank you.
You're welcome, and the steak.
It's a very unusual garnish.
Delicious.
It's good.
Oh, that's excellent. You're gonna love it. One more bite.
Pretty awesome.
Oh my God. One of Anna Pole's tables, they were either like soulmates or just the wine got to them, because at the end of the night, everyone was waiting for the bathroom and there was a party going on, and then all of a sudden there were like people making out, and it was like, okay, get a room, but not here. It was a good night though.
Everybody gave it their all. We set ourselves up as much as we possibly could. The only weak person tonight was Kelsey.
We could have had a much better service. I don't think I failed. I think I could have performed a lot better. And unfortunately, I should have had Dean on the line. I should have not trusted Angie. I don't know what I was thinking.
The food never came, and so we went and got pizza. They went to go, this place sucks. Bad.
You know why I'm here. Last night's critic was Katie McLaughlin from the Wall Street Journal. Nice to have you. How are you?
Hi.
Katie, please share with us what you thought of last night's dinners.
Well, I started my evening at Crimson. When I was seated, the gentleman who came to take my drink order was clearly needing to get through a lot of tables. There wasn't a lot of time for hospitality. What I saw in the menu there was an awareness of the things that are kind of hip and trendy and new. And then there were things that sort of had their foot in the past. Tuna tartare was a big dish here 20 years ago.
When the critic said that my tuna was old-fashioned, my heart sunk a little, yeah.
But you know what? It was delicious. It was fresh, it was light, it was served on a very elegant little dish. and I just thought it was just pitch perfect. The asparagus soup, I thought it didn't have a velvety texture. I just wished it could have been better. We then ordered our entrees. I loved one dish, and it was the salmon dish. I actually woke up this morning thinking, I like that salmon.
The critics said that she really enjoyed my salmon. Lisa was getting a lot of the credit the last couple of challenges, and I'm just glad that my work paid off.
When I went over to Seoul, the night was rollicking and everybody seemed to be having a good time. It was a lot of fun. Then we moved on to getting our appetizers. The appetizers were all raw items. I thought, God, somebody who doesn't want to eat raw things is sort of out of luck there. The carpaccio dish was warm. You know, warm carpaccio, that's not something you really want to dig into. We waited for our entrees, and then we waited some more, and then we waited some more, and it was just, that's too long to wait. When the food came, I ordered the lobster, and my husband ordered the steak. They were both really good. But that's not ambitious cuisine. If you want a steak and mashed potatoes, you can make it at home. You're playing it pretty safe with those entrees.
Lobster and steak was a hit. I mean, that's all basically that flew out the kitchen the whole night.
But I really congratulate you guys because it was a fun restaurant.
Thank you, Katie. Can you now please give us your results? Who won?
Okay. I made up my mind last night. I had a better time when I walked out of Seoul. But this morning, when I woke up, I thought about the tuna tartare, and I thought about the salmon, and I thought, you know what? It's really about the food. And so the winner for me is Crimson.
Thank you, Katie. It's been a great pleasure. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Please go back to your restaurant.
Thank you, Marco. It felt so good to win. It was so needed and so necessary.
Well done.
We're down to 2 couples and we still won.
Black team. You lost. And you know the rules. 1 couple is going home tonight.
Everything is at stake for me and Shari. You know, we left a lot at home to leave our children to come here to fulfill our dream. Knowing that there's a chance that it's going to end today is horrible.
I'm pretty stressed. I'm the head chef, so I'm responsible for the whole thing, the whole shebang. You know what, Angie should have been head chef, and she didn't step up to it, and I did. So I have to state my case. I did step up to head chef, so I take full responsibility for what happened last night. I think I overlooked certain people's weaknesses and certain people's strengths.
By those words, do you point fingers?
I'm pointing a finger at myself and saying I made these mistakes.
You have 5 fingers. Do you want to use it for?
No, I don't want to point fingers.
Angie.
If his reference is to me behind the line, I did what I was told. I offered to help with his steak, and he yelled at me and told me, do not touch his steak.
That's not true.
That is very true. You told me to not touch your steak, and I backed off just like that.
Angie, that was...
No, let me finish.
Angie.
This is my turn. This is my turn.
He
gave you your voice. You did not give me the opportunity to help you at all behind the line. No, you didn't.
We were
and
in the
you
leads,
all
and
panicked.
Dean is stronger on the line. Unfortunately, that's just the way it is. He had
Stronger
to come.
on the line? No, that's who you prefer on the line. That's not who's the strongest.
The line went down.
The line went down because his
line.
lobster and his steak were backed up.
Then that's incorrect.
You had a problem with me touching anything that you had going on. You did. If you say anything different, God will strike you down.
Shall I tell you what I think?
Yes, please.
I see a lot of passion. I see a lot of people who care. What I see is 3 people who cannot work together. That's what I see. And I have said to you before, you have to learn to pull the rope together. Because if you don't pull the rope together, you'll hang yourself. And that's what you did last night. Dean.
Yes, Marco.
Why should you and Cherry stay?
Marco, Sherry, and I have busted our butts from the very beginning with one goal in mind, and that was to win and make our lives better.
That's what they call the American dream, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is, Marco.
Zan, Dan?
We have the determination, we have the ambition we need to start a restaurant. We have made some mistakes, but we learn from it, and we will work harder, and we will have more determination and more ambition now, and we will have a restaurant.
Angie, Sam.
I was raised by cooks. It's in me. It's what I do. I've done it while I was pregnant with both of my children. While I was raising this child, I worked. Never got to see her, really. I got to leave at 3 in the afternoon, 2 in the afternoon, come back in the house 2 in the morning. I've earned my stripes.
It's survival.
I understand that. Better than you think, my friend. I have to make a decision. I'm not here to play with people's lives. That's not my job. My job is to observe, to watch, to inspire. Zan and Than. Than, you were head chef last night.
Yes, chef.
And you failed in your duties.
I did.
You're going home. You're out. That's my decision. Than has been the head chef twice, and twice he's gone down. I have no option except to swing the axe on Zan and Than. Angie, you have another day to show me what you can do. But I expect you to be head chef. I have nothing left to say.
We wanted this so bad. You know, we wanted to win. I think in a way that made us a little bit more vulnerable.
I feel like Marco made the wrong decision. I think he made a huge mistake tonight. Dean is kind of screwed now. I mean, Angie is not a strong player in the kitchen. It's going to be really rough on Dean. I feel bad for him.
Just come visit me in DC, all right? Angie and Sam had this great ability to stay out of the light, you know, in a way. All right, guys, we gotta go. Listen, you guys win it from here, all right?
We will.
Let's get out of this party here. It's hard when, you know, in terms of work ethic, you know someone doesn't deserve to be there, but I'd rather lose the right way than win the wrong way.
And then there were 4.
And then there were 4.
No hard feelings.
None
Okay, so
whatsoever.
guess what? I'm now head chef, and you're now my sous chef.
I have no problem with
We're
that.
winning the next competition.
I have no problem with that.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Right?
Yes, we are.
I'm the head chef this time, and Dean will follow my lead. If he doesn't like it, I can kick some ass. We are going to win the next challenge. Because let me tell you something, California dreaming across the street ain't got shit on us.